Hi everybody, welcome to the Vampire the Masquerade's Bloodlines Clan Quest Malkavian run. This is Amara Ravenfire. I'm a complete goofball and forgot something. You actually have to go to the last round before you can go back to Santa Monica and deal with the Elizabeth Dane, because Lacroix told you to go. Now, you can do this several ways. I personally prefer to be really nice to the Anarchs. I just do. I like the Anarchs. I think they're an amazing group of people. And then on top of it, on your way down here, you can actually have what I refer to as one of the best, and I mean the hands down best interactions in this game. Can't tell if I'm actually hearing like real things going on or if I'm not hearing real things going on. I may not be hearing real things. It's a Malkavian thing. Here we go. My favorite interaction that actually led to some really fun roleplay with a friend of mine in a live action game. No, you stop. No, you stop. Stop it! You've made a powerful enemy today, sign. So that actually did lead to a buddy of mine and I playing Malkavians together shortly after both of us played this game. And we were standing in a room full of people and actually had them all believing that the stop signs were planning against all of the Camarilla. It was the best day ever. It was great.
Well, if it ain't the talk of the town, poster child for Camarilla benevolence. What does the prince have his little bitch doing today?
What a jerk. The jester plays his little games and sends his little pawn before him.
Jester? What the hell did you say? You're not Malkavian, right? You doubly screwed. Crazy as hell and the prince is a bitch. The pawn said?
Greetings, Helter Skelter.
Huh? Malkavians ain't goddamn inside. That shit is creepy. Wait here. My name is Skelter. I do my part to keep California a free state for the Anarchs.
Why do you curse the Camarilla?
The Camarilla just ain't necessary. Their rules is just common sense shit. Masquerade, Sure, it makes sense. Like the Ten Commandments. No Ten Commandments, don't you?
"12 plagues and the calling of the gilded calf."
Yeah, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill. Sounds good, but you and me both know that shit don't always fly. What if some society like the Camarilla comes along and just up and kills you if you break one damn commandment?
Your words wear the truth like a well-fitted truss.
See, we weren't meant to live like that. I followed someone else's rules for 3 years in Vietnam, but it wasn't until after the embrace that I understood real oppression.
Tell me of Entropy's children.
Anarchs, we are the only ticket to free living in the afterlife.
Does freedom come so hard to fiends such as we?
You gotta understand, Kendra. You're carrying a 6,000-year curse in your blood. No matter how powerful it makes you feel.
I feel the blood of a familiar friend.
That blood is a tangle of chains that's gonna leave you bound in servitude the rest of your existence.
Your words are a gelatinous jumble.
Your elders command the blood. They control the blood, and the blood listens. You'll never even hear their call. But the blood will, and it'll make you obey.
How do I break these ancient chains?
That shit stretches all the way back to Cain, man. Nothing you can do. Some ancient sleeping in a tomb half a world away has a bad dream, and you don't feel that shit.
Do you speak of the Dark Father?
Cain, man. Father of all vampires. Killed his brother Abel and was cursed by God to walk eternity feeding on the blood of his children. Some heavy shit, sister.
The son of Adam and Eve.
Keep your voice down. This game name? I don't know. Not sure I want it.
I would offer him a worm-free apple, but where do you go with these words?
The point is, with this curse pulling your strings, you really want to sign away your right to fight by joining the Camarilla?
Do you also hide behind the Masquerade's veil?
I don't need to bare my fangs to feel good about myself. The Masquerade is a fruity Camarilla label. Other than that, I ain't got no problem with it. Live and let live. We got enough to worry about.
Hallelujah and holy rollers.
You know, speaking of the Masquerade, I just thought of something you might be able to help us out with.
Tell me. Come on, tell me the answer.
There's this girl who's been making a lot of noise lately. She's a real pain in the ass. She's a ghoul of this one Toreador creep who disappeared.
What's the name of this ghoulish girl?
Her name is Pat. She hangs out in the clubs downtown. She used to show up around here and act like she was everybody's best friend. It was all fun and games until her vampire sugar daddy stopped calling. Now she can't get her blood fixed and she ain't so fun no more.
What dark deed needs to be done?
She's crossed the line. Only time that mouth ain't blabbing is when it's sucking vampire blood. She's gotta disappear. Do this, and we'll keep it our little secret here.
I'll serve the child of entropy.
All right, have fun. I'd love to do this with myself, but I know a side. Just let me know when it's done.
I shall peruse the streets for this little Patty. Farewell. Let's go talk to Jack too, since he's over here. Just hang on the floor. Nothing.
Well, look what the street chased in.
I followed the bloody road I was set upon. What do you seek, Dane?
Whoa. Slow down there, kid. You're not reporting for duty here, so loosen up, okay? We're just chatting. Comprende?
I've perused no primers on undead etiquette.
I can't imagine you did. I'll be too busy getting pushed around by every vampire with a week of seniority over you, am I right?
Right as red rain.
That's usually the way the story goes. Same old bullshit politics from when you were alive, huh? Don't it make you just want to rip somebody's spine out? What? You saying that's just me?
Nine swooped in like death on Demon's wings.
Yeah, not a moment too soon, huh? He said you guys let those sabbats out too. Nines must be getting soft. How can you pass up that kind of fun?
Why does Nines keep saving this little fly?
Well, he was left sireless too. I don't know, maybe that's it. Now he's got a thing for the little guy.
How did the Sabbat find my shadow?
Someone must have put a word out. Now, here's an interesting little scenario. I'm just gonna run this by you, see what you think. What if the prince got the word out to the Sabbat that you were the one to blow up their warehouse?
Is that the terrible truth?
Hey, it's just a theory, man, but who else is gonna be watching you so closely? Knowing where you're going and all that.
Oppressive, this news, but probable.
That's how the Camarilla works, kiddo, trust me. I've been dealing with these slimy shits for a few centuries now.
The jester has sent me to be Elizabeth Dane, ship of slaughter.
Oh, really?
That is my path.
The sarcophagus. Did LaCroix tell you about the Ankarn sarcophagus?
Only shadows of secrets.
Yeah, well, maybe I should fill you in on the details. That sarcophagus is bad news. Kindred around the globe have been going batshit since it was discovered.
Tell me more of this curious coffin.
The word is there's an ancient asleep in there. One of the fathers of one of the vampires, and if you trace your lineage way back, there's a chance it'd end up with him at the root.
And for centuries he's been sawing logs?
Ancients don't just nap. They sleep whole ages away, and when they wake up, they're hungry.
And such a horrendous hunger he will have.
It's more than that, kiddo. Most kindred think it's one of the signs of the end, the apocalypse. Every religion has their own version of it. Kindred call it Gehenna, and the way they tell it, it starts when the ancients rise to devour their children.
Is this real or a wives' tale?
No one knows for sure, really. That's just a word that's been handed down through the ages. The Camarilla denies these ancients exist.
Lies slip easily from truthless tongues.
Well, kiddo, I guess you're gonna be the one to find out. Hey, good luck. Try not to wake Grandpa Munster and kill the world, huh?
Why did the Jester send me to Santa Monica?
Because he never thought you'd make it back. If Nines didn't stand up for you in the courtroom, you would have been toast right there, man. Everybody knows that.
Why would the Jester hate this little fly?
It's bullshit Camarilla law. You gotta get it approved before you sire anyone. Vampire population control, fascist crap. LaCroix wanted to look like the strong leader upholding the law.
So why has the spider not killed this little fly?
Public relations, man. Calculated risk. Vets were born in the formula. When Nines called him out, LaCroix realized it was time to show a carefully measured dose of Camarilla compassion.
Why does the Jester fear the shadow of Nines? Isn't he the chief?
LaCroix is the boss of the Camarilla in L.A. That's it. LaCroix is the boss. That's rich.
Even the Jester may parade in the King's cloak.
Facts are like this. The Camarilla need us to buy into their bullshit for any of their laws to mean dick. Now, telling free-living vampires they need to be ruled is a hard sell. So, the Camarilla baked up a play nicey plan. Show everyone how great they are, so we'll all just jump on board.
Are the little demons jumping?
Kid, we lived in California. Some of us for over 100 years, and we kicked the Camarilla's ass out of town before. Seems like every time they smell blood, they're back trying to take over.
Who is we?
The free living dead, kiddo. A lot of people like to use the label Anarchs. Whatever the hell that means. Anarchs. Those got a nice kick to it, though, huh?
I seek knowledge of these Anarchs, children of entropy.
That's us, so I'm told. What do you want to know?
How long have they raged against the machine?
Yeah, I could tell you about the history of the movement, about our struggle. What's any of that shit mean, anyway? Do we want to sit through history class here?
Power is knowing the past.
I'm no scholar, kid, but I've been around. Seen more and done more than most vampires ever will. I don't know that our situation is completely easy, but something here decided we're fighting for.
I could wave such a banner.
You bet, kid.
Is Nines the chief of the Anarch tribe?
As much as anyone is. Nines is a stand-up guy. Takes the politics a little too seriously. Came up during the Great Depression, so his brain is wired to that shit.
And the rest of the wolves that run with Nines?
Yeah, I'm not sure the story on most of them. Nines crew.
What blood runs in your veins? Not sure the story of most of them. Nines is crew. What blood runs in your veins?
Bruja. Most everyone here has Bruja blood.
May I mine your dark matter? Or gray matter?
Moving right along.
Tell me the secrets of the Sabbat.
Again, does everything have to be about these dickheads?
Not if it doesn't need to be.
The Sabbat are worthless, man. Fake tits on a zombie worthless. Fun to watch, though. Like the Three Stooges with chainsaws.
They curse the Camarilla?
Yeah, they oppose the Camarilla, but they suck when it comes to execution.
What's their major malfunction?
The Sabbat are in the same business as the Camarilla. Sabbat have a little longer chain, but they're slaves all the same.
May I mine your gray matter?
Moving right along.
Clue me in on the Camarilla.
Oh, my favorite topic.
Tell me of the Jester Prince.
Ah, to hell with LaCroix. I blasted better vampire's brains all over the wall. He's not the prince, he's a prince.
Have you danced with such jesters before?
Ah, he's a typical Ventru asshole. Predictable, safe, no imagination. Ah, man, the guy's a pussy. He just got lucky he showed up in LA at the right time.
What do you know of the Jester's Hound?
Oh, the sheriff, yeah. I love how everyone's talking about that big mystery. It's like someone embraced a doped-up gorilla.
Jack agrees with me. That's a good sign. Do you curse the Camarilla or only the heads of the Hydra?
I'm not saying let's go torch the Malkavian living under the abandoned hotel because she happens to be a Camarilla. I'm saying let's change that shit from the top down.
How to know good for Meeple?
Camarilla membership is 95% victims, 5% evil bastards. But make sure and understand, any of those victims points a gun at me, they get trained and slaughtered like sheep.
Am I part of this prickly problem?
Hey man, you do what you gotta do to survive when you're young, but there comes a time when that excuse don't fly no more. When you should know better and want to do something about it. That's why you're sitting here listening. School's in, kiddo.
Anarchy rarely protects its practitioners.
Beware the protection of wolves.
Yeah, mind your gray matter.
Moving right along.
Spin me a tale of the Anarchs.
That's us. So
Oh. Who leads the Anarch tribe?
much as anyone is. Nines is a stand-up.
Perhaps you should wear the Anarch crown.
Me? I never had much patience for negotiations. Everyone can live or burn. It's up to them. Moving right along.
I think that's all I'm gonna get out of Jack, so.
What's on your mind? What's up?
My shadow darkens other domains. Farewell. Okay, now we're gonna go actually talk to Nines, now that I have, like, run both of these guys out of all of their conversation options. Nines!
You showed up. Good. Here's what I gotta tell you. And so you know, I don't lecture, I don't rap, I'm no bureaucrat. I'm just a guy out of nowhere came to be involved in something 500 times bigger than you and me.
More.
You got a right to know the score. The Camarilla, this is the short of it. They operate a lot like a pyramid scheme. There's a bunch of these old-timers at the top with God only knows what plots in mind. They lose their power, they die. They sired more to carry out their plans. And looking for a little power, then those kindred sired for their own schemes, and so on and on and on. It hurts my head just thinking about the mess. And it works out to is this. Only a few people at the top have any real power.
Aren't we all just one big happy family named Camarilla?
Them's fighting words, maybe. But you're young and stupid, so I won't make an example of you. See, the Camarilla claims all of us are members, even if we don't want to be. Which is, of course, the biggest little horseshit a man ever heard.
Let me hear your truth.
I learned the way of this world during the Depression. Bunch of old rich bastards screwed the country. But did they suffer? No. The little people suffered. You can't trust the people at the top. The world would be a better place without them. All you can do is get a group of people together who aren't assholes. Find a place to put your feet up and make some examples of the quote-unquote elite to keep the rest the hell out. Everyone's an equal here. The same thing this country used to be about. That's what LA has been. An anarch-free state.
The Camarilla is a sapling here.
The Camarilla was kicked out on their ass a long time ago. We, the Anarchs, didn't want to play their politics anymore. Now LaCroix and crew pop in like they never left? No goddamn way. Their laws don't apply to us.
You and the Prince don't golf on weekends?
LaCroix represents everything I hate. The Camarilla, stuck-up aristocrats, rich businessmen, crooked politicians. The only place LaCroix belongs is in an urn.
Meet with them. Baloney all
I
around.
got that meeting right here.
Are you the Prince of Thieves and these your merry men?
Don't use me and Prince in the same sentence, Mel. I fought to keep LA free since I was embraced. A long time later, I'm one of the only ones left that hasn't bidded or switched sides. The most veteran soldier on the battlefield.
My mind is still soft. Any shape I should set it in?
Here's what I tell all the new blood. 1, you get careless, that blood will make you into a monster. But you rampage around here, you get put down. 2, don't kill when you feed. No reason to. In this city, there's lots of ways to slake the beast without leaving a trail of dead. 3, the Camarilla's full of shit. 4, watch your back, always. And lastly, learn how to fight. Because a speech ain't gonna save your ass when you're staring down the barrel of a shotgun.
Teach me the razzmatazz.
You probably already know the basics, so anything I show you is gonna take a while, and I'll need it elsewhere.
Interesting words. I will savor them.
You poor bastard. Listen, LA is the school of hard knocks, so keep your friends close and your enemies in a barbecue grill. Once you square things with LaCroix, don't give that son of a bitch the time of night. I got my eye on you, kid.
Ick, squishy. Alright, so I managed to not screw up a conversation with Nines. And let's talk to Damsel while we're here.
Chase you in here, Cammy?
You are the damsel of distress, yes?
I'm Dane. Someone talking shit about me over in that ivory tower? Who said it, huh? I'll kick their ass.
The only words spoken were in my head.
Lunatic. I give you a piece of my mind, seeing as how you're just another do-girl for the Camarilla. Shit. No amount of good sense penetrates that white noise you mouths call a brain, does it?
The words of 7s and 8s I ignored, but to 9s I listened.
All right. Maybe you're not completely batshit.
Black Death, smallpox, influenza, syphilis, cholera.
What? Weird you say that, yeah. You might say something is plaguing me. A plague bearer, as a matter of fact.
Plague bearer? This word is unfamiliar to me.
A plague bearer's opponent that doesn't care who they feed from. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. We can't get sick, but the kind can. And kindred that feed on men start spreading disease. And if it's sick, it's an epidemic. CDC's in town as we speak.
Can't you just shoo the dirty carrier pigeon away?
Seen Old Yeller? May sound cruel, but it's necessary. If someone puts together 2 and 2 as to the real cause of an outbreak of bloodborne diseases, guess what happens? So the plague bearer's gotta be found and put down. If the Camarilla really gives a damn, they'll help us out.
My neck owes a debt to the Anarchs. What shall I do?
One of our boys' ghouls, name's Paul, lives nearby in the Sky Apartments. Been a stranger lately. Looked like death last time he was here. Said he didn't get bit, but maybe you can get more info out of him.
I will touch this ghoul in his mind's secret spaces.
Wait, if Paul's not talking, you might want to start questioning the homeless pot. So many have been dying lately that it takes the city a few days to pick up the bodies.
The broken brains of the city's forgotten. I shall play there. Alright, so now I've got a bunch of Anarch quests, which is awesome. Because that means I can join the fucking Anarchs. Huzzah! But, first things first. It's time to go deal with this lovely ship called the Dane. The Elizabeth Dane. Which means I get to take a trip back to Santa Monica, go down to the pier, get in the water, go on the boat. Boats and water and vampires, not always a good combination. Little fun fact, though, about this glorious game. Just a little tidbit. The cabbie, actually, and you never find this out in the game, and it's really sad. You don't even find out as a Malkavian. But the cabbie, if you look at his sound files in the game's files, they're not labeled as cabbie. They're labeled as Cain. As in, the father of all vampires, Cain. He's a cabbie in Los Angeles who is driving your happy fledgling rear around, which is kind of epic and kind of sad that you don't actually find out about it. But, you know, everyone was all like, oh god, this guy's so mysterious, and people did the digging and they found it. Oi.
Going somewhere?
Somewhere, elsewhere, anywhere, let's go. Back to Santa Monica. Yay, Santa Monica. Everything I do winds up in Santa Monica. But this video has gone on for a little long, so I'm going to actually end it here. This has been Amara Ravenfire with the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines Clan Quest Mod Malkavian run. Good night and good luck. If you like the video, hit like. If you want to see more, just tap share. And I will see you guys next time.